Hey, welcome back to Maintenance with Mike, everyone. Today we're going to tackle something that's been bothering me for a while now. I put a new tire on my motorcycle, I don't know, maybe last summer, and it's had a slow leak ever since. So today we're going to see if we can break the bead on this and feel around and see if there's any sort of imperfections on the rim or tire compound that's left on there that I didn't get all off. So it's losing about 1 or 2 pounds every 24 hours, so not a big deal, but it's something that I need to get done because it's an inconvenience for sure to be riding on the road and losing tire pressure. So we're in the garage today. It's a bit chilly outside, so we got a fire going, and we've got our Mongoose wheel stand here all ready to go. I try to do any work on my motorcycle with the actual tool kit that I carry with me. So this is the actual toolkit that I carry. It's actually a shaving kit from Mountain Equipment Co-op, I believe, that I've just over the years added things to it. So I've got some tire guards, the actual motionpro bead breaker that I'll show you how that works today as well. Awesome little tool, lightweight aluminum. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so first thing we need to do is remove the core, the valve core, to drop all the air pressure out. Drop that. So that basically pulls all the air out of the tire. Make it a little bit easier to work with. Get these rim guards on here so I don't scratch everything all up, because that's annoying when that happens. It's probably what I remember. It's easier to start on the opposite side of the valve over here, is where you're gonna have your best luck. Okay, so these are the motionpro Bead Pros. Nice little tool. Got your rim guards on here. I find that it works quite simple. This just gets basically wedged between the rim and the tire. This little piece goes in like this, and I think we've already got it there, maybe. Not quite. Yep, it's got it. We've already broke the bead with this. So pretty handy little tool, super lightweight. So let's peel this back and see what's going on. I'll get this separated here, and we'll all the way around, and we'll see what's happening. Pop a couple more spots here just to get it off the rim. It's definitely a bit of a workout. I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's not the hardest either. So we'll have to lift that all the way around like this. So you can see how that's separated here now. We'll be able to see in here and have a look what's going on. I marked the rim So between here and here is where the bubbles were coming out when I sprayed it with soapy water. Wasn't leaking anywhere else except for right on this side here. So I thought I'd just break the bead on this side, take some Scotch-Brite, stick it in here, run it around on the inside of the rim, make sure there's no gungees on the inside of where they got to set the bead to. I've also heard, there, that might be a culprit there. See these little rubber nibs here? People are saying that if you don't cut these off and they end up inside where the bead sets, that is what causes a little bit of the leakage. So maybe we'll have a look at that as well as being a culprit. Let me get this fully broken off here, and I'll grab a really bright light and we'll shine it in there and we'll be able to see what's going on. Yeah, so we've got the bead broken right off now, but what I'm seeing here is these little tiny, almost like a mold hair, and those go all the way around the rim, and that might be what's causing the issue here. That might be too far up, but we'll have a look. There is definitely, you know, a little bit of gunginess inside between the rim and the, maybe I'll run a Scotch-Brite, a thin Scotch-Brite inside the rim all the way around here. I'm definitely going to cut these little nibs off here with a razor, just to make sure that none of those are actually folded down when the bead sets, which would obviously cause a slow leak. So then we'll throw some lube on it and we will see if we can set the bead, and then we'll do a soapy water test again and see how that works. I mean, this tire's pretty new still. It's only got maybe 100, 200 kilometers on it when it started leaking. So, all right, let's cut all these little nibs off here and clean up inside the wheel and see if we can get this bead to set again and not leak. Okay, so we've gone all the way around and clipped those little nubs off. So I think what I'm going to do with this is just stick the Scotch-Brite inside here, maybe make it a bit thicker. See if I can just lightly clean up the inside of that wheel where the bead sets. Make sure it's nice and clean in there. It's pretty tough to get in there. Press down and work this all the way around. Now we don't have to rebalance this wheel. You'll see there's actually weights on the inside of the wheel here. Because we're not turning the tire on the rim, the bead is still set on the opposite side here. So as long as we just clean this side around here and reset the bead, we don't have to rebalance. I can do another video. I've got a static balancer just to do a sort of a how-to on balancing these wheels. But let's just work ourselves around here. It's a bit tough on the fingers, but hopefully this will fix the leaking problems. Like I said, this is the first time I've had an issue with these wheels with a tire leaking. Now, is that just the manufacturing of the tire? I'm not too sure. But it would make me wonder if I haven't had any slow leaks with any other brands of tires, why this one does it. That's good. I think we'll put our glasses on now. We'll blow out this. Watch your ears. Just to make sure there's nothing going on there. I think that looks pretty good. It's definitely a little cleaner in there. Might be hard to see for you guys. Okay, now, next step is to set the bead. Now this stuff here is a very slippery compound. This stuff, I got the name of this, I'll put in the link or in the description. I don't recall the name of it right now off the top of my head. I got this from a tire company. It's just in a Canadian tire file. But I got the name of it, and the first time it was ever used was, we were headed to Alaska, and we stopped at Dan and Sean at Adventure Cycle Works. And Dan used this inside the rim to, like as an anti-corrosion and to set the bead. And this stuff is absolutely awesome. Did a great job, and it smells nice too. Anyway, let's wipe a little bit of this stuff around in here and see if we can get this thing to set. Don't need a lot. So we're just going to put a little bit in here on each area, sort of thing, around. And then we rub it in here with the little painter foamy thing. Is what I'm using. It's a little painter paintbrush, foam paintbrush. And that just basically wipes it all around inside where we want to set this. Now let's try that. See if that works. Put our safety glasses on. Safety glasses on in case there's some sort of catastrophic failure here. Now with these wheels, it's a bit tough getting the hose up here, but I think we got her. Never put your fingers in here while you're inflating it. There's a very good possibility you'll get a pinch there. Oh, now I'll probably put the core in a little bit so that we can. That is set. And I don't believe that those little rubber things that I cut off were part of the problem. They were farther up, they were right here. So they don't even, and I worried about this little piece of rubber, but it's outside the actual. Okay, well, let's put some air in here, or take a reading, see what we're at. 25. Well, that doesn't seem right. You want to be higher than 25. I would say 32 would be acceptable as a test. $41. 39. Let's put it to 40. 40 bang on. So I guess we'll see if that fixed the problem. If she holds air or if it leaks. We'll let it sit for a bit and we'll get back to you and we'll do a soapy test here and see what's going on, if there's any bubbles. So you can, I don't know if you can see in the video here, but there's a tiny white mark here. That was one mark that I marked with chalk, and the other one was right here that I marked with chalk. So it was between these 2 points on the rim that I was leaking. So if we just do some soapy water all the way around here. These bubbles will appear fairly quickly here. And it'll blow up, like the bubbles will be up to, you know, almost half an inch or better. You'll notice that quite quickly. All right, so it's been a while and there's no bubbles showing on this bead now since we cleaned up that inside of the rim. Now, I don't know if that's if that was my fault that I didn't quite scrub that down enough before I mounted the tire. I gotta think that I did, but you know, the proof will be in the pudding here once we run her for a while and see if it develops a slow leak again. If not, you know what? We'll just keep them topped up. We'll burn these off and we'll change to a different brand maybe. Had pretty good luck with Metzler or Michelin as well, the Anarchy Wilds. Hey, thanks again for watching another episode of Maintenance with Mike. Please like or subscribe to the channel if you think one of your friends or family members would benefit from these videos. Maybe share them with them as well. So maybe send me a comment if you have any questions on the procedure here or what we did. Or ask me if I'll keep you updated. Ask me if it continues to lose air or if this fixed the problem. Again, all in the description. I'll mention this tire lube that we got from the boys at Adventure Cycle Works in Fairbanks, Alaska. Shout out to those guys if you're watching. I'd love to see you guys again soon. Anyway, thanks again for watching Maintenance with Mike. And stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Cheers.